So, first step, you start to look at the environment, maybe start to do an energetic detox with your cell phone. You still got to be able to interact with people and so on, but you can actually give yourself that time or space, maybe do it on a weekend or something, where you don't touch it for a while, okay, or you only touch it within certain hours. You shut it off, you don't have access to it. Start to go out in nature, okay, go for walks, be around animals. Animals are great. Animals are very, healing. They'll absorb a lot of this energetic potential off of you in order for the tube, okay, to become clearer, okay? So this space starts to become clear, okay? The more it becomes clear, I can tell you this is never completely clear. I'm never completely clear, but the more that it is at a lower space where you're not too energetically charged, when you're doing readings for anyone, or if you're trying to interpret some of that information, it'll place it within this emptiness, okay? So the emptiness is the space for you to see the information that is yours or coming from a client, or if you're sitting with somebody and you're doing a reading on them. When that image starts to come in, then you'll be able to interpret it. I'll give you an example. I had a lady one time come into my office, didn't say a word. I was already in this energetic potential because I was setting myself up to, do the reading. So I want to make sure that I'm not energetically ramped up. So I'm receiving her frequency. I'm ready to do my work and to sit with the client. And when she came into the room, she didn't say a word. The first thing that I felt or saw, and I said to her, I said, "You want to know if your husband's cheating on you?" And she said, "That's exactly why I came to you." Now, the only reason I got that information is because the first thing that popped in was that husband's frequency. And when I interpret that, I don't have a husband. So I knew that information was coming from her. Also, the space that I do my work in is energetically clear. So I don't have a lot of this distortion. I don't have cell phones in there. I don't have TVs. I don't have anything within that space. It's very clean, cleansed, and cleared. It's actually more of a higher vibrational frequency. That's why people use meditation CDs. That pushes you more into a theta. Even the tones and the frequencies that are being used in CDs is more for the entrainment of the mind, keeping the mind in the busyness. So the left side to be busy, okay? The left side's always going to be busy. It always wants something to do, okay? So if you sit it to the side, there's a lot of techniques talking about placing the child, okay? Sitting the child down, which is the child frequency within you, okay? Almost like saying, okay, well, I'll get to you later. All of the lists, I'll get to that later, but for now, I'm going to be in this space of feeling, right? So when she came into my office, I started to feel the frequency. I started to feel her because I wasn't in my head, which is the left side, meaning I got to get up, go to work. I wasn't thinking about that. I had placed it to the side, and then now I'm able to receive her information and able to give a proper reading. So when you start to see the environment for what it is and start to clear the environment, okay, best practices, right? Here's another thing that you may want to start to look at is if you've got a lot of stuff in the environment, everything is holding a frequency. So when you're looking at even that TV show that's out there, it's called Hoarders. That TV show, there's a lot of like stuff in the environment, so it's like it's too overwhelming. Okay, so feng shui in your place, getting rid of some stuff, starting to clear some things. You want to make sure that. Just give me a second. That the space that you're in is clear, especially if you're going to bed. You want to make sure that that space is energetically clear because you're getting a lot of your information in your sleep state and you're able to retain some of that during the day, okay, which is your higher self, and we'll get into some of that in later lessons when we're connecting to the higher parts of you, the energies around you that are helping and assisting you. So to recap, we've got two sides to the actual frequency within the environment that we're actually interpreting, okay? So the beta stuff, okay, so a lot of that is the sine waves that are coming off TV, cell phone, and so on. That beta frequency is almost being hijacked sometimes with a lot of the marketing, a lot of the stuff with the news, that type of thing. So if you're watching TV and news and watching horror movies, scary movies, a lot of this violent type of movies, then your frequency is going to be more low, okay? That lower frequency is going to keep you more in these lower chakras. The space that you want to be more in is in the open heart, okay? When you're in the open heart, the third eye is able to interpret the frequency, so it's going to open, okay? The only reason people think that they can't see through that. When I do some of the energetic clearing is basically because they have too much energetic garbage, and so when I ask them for the color, they'll give me black. And black, if I didn't want you to see anything, I put you in a closet, turn the light off, you'd see black. But if you start, I have some clients that'll get into different colors within the chakra system, such as red, get into greens, yellows, that type of thing. A lot of people will get into like the purples and the hues and that type of stuff, or even white light, because they're more operating in the higher chakras, okay? And a lot of new kids that are being born today are coming in without any of that programming, so they're very intuitive. And I can tell you this, even when you